in that position where you feel things are not going as you plan? Are you in that position where you feel you are no longer in control of your relationship? Are you feeling like your woman is miles away from you in terms of the connectivity? Do you feel you are no longer in control? Then this particular live stream is for you. And if you are just connecting for the first time, I will actually appreciate if you do well to subscribe, okay? So that whenever videos are dropped on this particular channel, you'll be among one of those first persons to get to view it. And then if you are a returning subscriber, I will plead that you like this particular live stream. I really appreciate every one of us that do well to always check by. So on this particular live stream, we want to talk about the secret codes that ladies use on guys, of which most guys do not know what they mean. So we're going to be picking a couple of them and then address them. So as you're just connecting, please do well to help me like the live stream. Click the like button below, okay? Help me click the like button below. And also, if you're here to subscribe, please do well to press the subscribe button. Just help me click the subscribe button, okay? So it is quite interesting that the female psychology seems a bit complex, of which the male seems to feel like, okay, all females should behave like the male. Most male feel that way. Or most male feel, why is she not understanding me? Why is she behaving different from what I expect? In this particular live stream, we are going to be explaining the difference. It is true that female are actually audio driven, while male are moved by what they see, which is visually driven. It is actually true that what you say to your lady will actually control how she feels, whereas what you will say to a guy does not determine how he feels. And it is also necessary that we understand that emotions are sustained in ladies, whereas emotions tend to veer off almost immediately for guys. That's why what a guy would have take just minute or something that's very unnecessary for him. So, but the lady would take it very serious and then would take it to a dimension he will take it to a dimension that he does not even expect that it will get to. That is because how your lady feels is actually what will determine what she thinks. What do I mean in essence? You cannot actually control what every female, what a lady will feel like. But sorry, you cannot control what a lady thinks. You cannot control what she thinks. But you can actually control the way she feels. And the way she feels determines what she thinks. So if you make her feel good, what she thinks is actually she is in love. That means you are actually there for her own good, for her own safety, for her own comfort. So therefore, ladies tend to speak by actions. And I've also told us once that ladies live in the present, whereas guys live in the past. So ladies does not live on how you made her feel 3 days ago. Ladies do not live on how you made her feel 2 months ago. The surprise, the houses you got for her 2 years ago. She's actually living on how you are making her feel at the moment. That's why some married women would just wake up one day and be like, we have actually separated long ago. Or some will be like, I don't think you love me. I doubt that you love me. And you ask yourself, but I'm doing just everything. No, you are not doing everything. You are not doing something. There is something you are not doing, which is you are not reading her current state. Because ladies live in the present. How you make her feel now determines if you love her or not. And that's why I want to pick out some of those secret code whereby when she speaks, you will know what they actually mean. As I said, ladies will be speaking in actions, while guys tend to speak by words. They verbalize their heart. Guys, guys will tell you, whatsoever a guy will tell you is what he means. Whereas what a lady will be telling you might be contrary to what it really is. So she might be telling you the opposite of how she feels. For instance, when a lady tells you, I'm fine, it is actually an emotional smoke screen. It simply means something is wrong but I want to be safe enough. I want to feel heard. I want to believe that when I air my mind, you are comfortable enough not to judge me, but to see what exactly is wrong. That's why you use this word, I am fine. All right? So when you see her withdrawn after a disagreement, and then you now ask her, you feel a bit withdrawn. What is happening? Hope everything is okay. She's now telling you, I am fine. Or maybe you are trying to apologize and say, I'm fine. Please don't take it at the face value that she is actually fine. Sometimes you may need to go beyond the usual and routine apology because you may have hurt her so deep. And that's ladies for you because their thoughts are controlled by the way she feels. So that means the way she feels controls what she thinks. And if she actually feels bad, the thoughts that will be running through her head would be that feelings of either sober or feelings of regret and so on. And that can sustain for a while. Whereas a guy, because guys are not moved by what they are actually feeling, but they are moving by what they are thinking, which is the goal ahead. Guys are forward thinkers. Guys are forward thinkers. They don't think as to what is happening now. They're actually looking at what is going to happen the next moment. And that's why two guys having misunderstanding, the next moment they are together, they are pals, they are even, in fact, you'll be surprised if there was even any misunderstanding. Because guys are forward thinking, while ladies are current, they are present minded, they are at the moment. So therefore, if the feelings is actually what would make her regret, what would make her feel bad, then it will be sustained because it is also going to guide what she's thinking. So if you understand this, whenever a lady is telling you, I am fine after a misunderstanding, it may not always mean she's fine. It only means that she's not sure that you are comfortable enough to actually hear her out. So she doesn't want to put more fire. She doesn't want to flame the misunderstanding. That's why she tells you, I am fine. What is the next one that a lady will tell you that you know that it is not what it is? Next is do what you want, which is a test of awareness. To tell you do what you want, it is a test of awareness. Usually it means I want you not to do it and I'm watching your decision. So when a lady tells you do what you want now, it simply means she wants you to be aware that she doesn't want you to take that step. But she wants you to wake up to that realization. Possibly she have subtly tell you, I don't like that thing. You get? So possibly there's a friend she tells you she's not comfortable around. And then you don't tend to pick that detail. So she will just tell you, do what you want. She's just testing you to see if you actually understand her premise. She's testing you to know if you actually prioritize her over that person. So that is another secret code that not every guys really understand. So that will take us to the third code, of which most guys do not really understand, which is silence or one word replies. Most times we are so carried away with a lot that we don't tend to understand when there is an issue, when there is a friction. When a lady who usually texts you voluminous sentences and so on, all of a sudden start replying in monologue or monosyllables, it tells you there is an issue. She's expecting you to figure out that there is an issue. You have seen her, it's sustaining into hours, into the whole day. In fact, it's taking weeks. Whenever you are talking with her, she's like, okay, okay, instead of okay. There is something definitely wrong. So she's waiting for you to pick that signal and then act on it. Okay? Having understood this, this will take us to the fourth one, which is nothing is wrong. So this is actually a layered denial. It usually means something is actually wrong. Okay? But I need safety and patience to really express myself. I need patience I need safety. So I need you to be patient enough with me to listen while I express myself. That is why she will tell you nothing is wrong. It means at the moment, she wants you to come to that space where you are patient enough to listen to her. And as I say, listening is not just because you are calm and collected, just because someone can just be calm and then you feel he's listening to you, but it's not in the moment. Few moments away from then, when you ask him, "What did I say?" he will tell you, "I've forgotten. Please remind me." Because the person was not in the moment. So she wants you to be in the moment, whereby whatsoever you are saying is rooting out of your mind. It's rooting out from that part of you that is calm and collected, that is willing to be open for scrutiny or for discussion. That is what it means by nothing is wrong. The next one is when she make an indirect request. Okay? It had been nice if you had assist me. It had been nice if I got an assistance. So she's trying to tell you that this particular task is getting overwhelming for me, and so therefore I would need an assistant. It will be necessary if I get an assistant. So she doesn't want to tell you directly that I need your assistant. So although a few will open up and tell you I need assistance at this point, but not all. Especially maybe they see you are having another goal at hand, another task at hand. They may not want to bore you with their own task or with their own goal. And so therefore they will pass an indirect statement telling you it would have been nice if I got help. That is telling you it would have been nice if you assisted. Okay. Now that will take us to the next one, which is their body language. Okay, are actually another aspect you should look at, because the body language of ladies speaks volumes. It actually speaks volume. Okay, so she can be telling you, "Sorry, I'm okay, it's fine, I'm not mad at it," but in the real sense she's very bitter with what happened. She's not okay, she's not fine at all with what happened. So when her body language is saying something different from what her words is saying, listen to the body language, because the body language is moving in consonant. It's moving rhythmically with the feelings, which I say what she feels like will control what she's thinking. Okay, so pay your attention to her body language. Let that prioritize. Let that take the major position. Okay, that'll take us to the next one, which is when she pulls away suddenly. It could be signaling one of the two things. Either she's testing you to see if you are super dependent on her. She's testing you to see if she has gotten you fully into her control. Whenever you see her start pulling, she may not be pulling in her words, but her action is pulling away from you. She's testing you to see if you are fully under her control, or she's testing you to see if you are secure, in yourself, or you are a dependent type, someone who doesn't know what he or she wants or need. Okay, so after this moment when she pulls, you can let her know directly that if she wants some space, you don't mind giving her the space. That means you are not dependent on her. It means you are controlled on yourself. You are in control of the situation. Okay? So, most times, her pulling away does not necessarily mean she's rejecting you, but may be a test for her to see if she's in control of the relationship, if you are dependent on her, and not a sign of total rejection. Having understood this, that will take us to the next one. We need to talk. This particular statement used to drive guys off balance when a lady tells you we need to talk. So if you're just connecting for the first time, I really appreciate having you here. I would appreciate if you help me to click the like button below, okay? And also let me know what are other words, what are other lines that ladies would use, and then you don't seem to understand, you don't seem to relate with them, what they mean by that particular body language. Let me know in the comment box, okay? And also let me know where you're connecting from. So when she say we need to talk, it is actually an emotional audit. It usually means I have been observing you for a while and there is a pattern that I am not comfortable with. So please, I will need clarity. Okay? So it's actually a statement. When a lady says we need to talk, it means there is something she has been observing for a while that she needs clarification on. And then she would also need reassurance in most cases or a change. So if it is a behavior, she would need a change in that behavior. If it is that sense that, okay, possibly you are no longer into her, she would need reassurance in that instance. If it is on a particular thing that is like a boundary, then she would actually need clarity. She will want to get your opinion on that area. Okay? So that is what it means by we need to talk. The next one is that why women use this code is that social conditioning for most women is what makes them use this code. And the better you tend to understand ladies by their body language, the easier it is for you to sail through your relationship with your partner, with your spouse. And it will also help you to understand some of these facts, because I'm going to state some facts that guys need to also understand. What are some of these facts? One is that when a lady, you have a misunderstanding with your spouse, for instance, okay, almost as high as 90% of what she's saying to you, what she's saying at that moment, she doesn't mean it. Almost as high as that, she does not mean it because she's controlled by the emotion of the now. So her best way of getting at you would be her words. So she may not necessarily mean those words she's saying or she's actually trying to hit at you. It only means that I can't get at you physically. So let me use my verbal strength to hit it, to deliver my point. That is what she's actually doing. Okay. So 90% of what she'll be saying when she's annoyed, when she's upset, she does not necessarily mean it. Thank you everyone for connecting. Please help me to click the like button below. Do help me to click the like button below, okay? Also, if you are yet to subscribe, help me click the subscribe button, okay? So another thing you need to know is that sometimes she may be asking you an indirect question to get a direct answer. So sometimes she may be like, these days, the way you are close to this person, that is her wanting to get you off balance to see if there is something more intimate with that person. So sometimes you may need to tell her, you don't need to give her a blackmail in the sense that it's like you are getting jealous and no, you don't need to do that. You might want to give another response like you may want to search further, or I'll be happy if you get to find out that you are the only person in my world. So sometimes it may just be something that have to do with reassurance, okay? So another thing you need to know is that as a guy, you need to actually be unpredictable. So when you see her always getting bored, she's tired, she doesn't have discussions with you, it means you are becoming more regular. It means your absence is not felt. Your presence has been over available. So most times you may need to create some level of disappearance. Hi Bernard, thank you so much for having me here. Bernard, please help me to like the live stream, okay? Help me to like the live stream. And if you're yet to subscribe, help me click the subscribe button below. Thank you so much. So the next one is that as a guy, you need to be unpredictable. Don't allow it get to that point where your lady can easily predict you. It is a worst state for any guy to get to, because there is nothing that drives curiosity again about you. She'll be moved towards the direction where she can get that mysterious guy, that guy that cannot be totally explained. All right. So what's the next one? Most times, from time to time, don't be that guy that is filled with routine, because she gets bored with routine. So what do you do? Sometimes you may need to cause a little misunderstanding, right? Just cause a little trouble, then clean the shit. Sometimes you need to just spark things up. That little misunderstanding may be a way for you to spark things up, okay? So sometimes just create a little uh, destabilization in the dynamics and then allow either you or yourself to apologize, okay? Then what's the next one? The next one you need to know is that because women actually seek attention so much, there are people that seek attention, which is why you will see they don't mind going nude and then posting it online, and then they equate those likes that they will get to be an attention given to them. So what should you do as a guy? You should not always have that habit of always complimenting to the point that when you are genuinely complimenting her for something fresh or new, she doesn't really get that deep or that depth of it. So your compliment should be something that comes once in a while. Let her earn your compliment. Let her earn your compliment. All right. This will help her to know that, okay, at this point, I think for him to appreciate me, I'm actually doing fine. I've actually improved in this area. That's what it is actually entailing. Okay. The next one I need to know is that sometimes you need to flip the script when she's rejecting you. So you give it energy for energy. If she's pulling her back, you pull back a bit too. If she's open, you are open. You don't need to be over available. If not, you'll be taken for granted. All right. So you need to study a pattern. You really need to study a pattern as a guy, because ladies speaks through body language much more than what they say with their words. So I believe at this very point, if you have any question, any suggestion, any contribution, you can do well to drop it in the comment box, okay? If you are just connecting for the first time, please help me to like the live stream, okay? And then help me to share this particular live stream. Help me to share the live stream, okay? If you are yet to subscribe, please help me subscribe. Click the subscribe button below. If there is no question, no contribution, no suggestion, I think at this point, we may need to call it a day. And for those of us who are connected, I want to start. Okay, yes, I want to take another live stream on substance use. So where you have somebody that is struggling with substance use, you are not clear with it, I'm going to take the next live stream on it. If you don't have time, you are in a place where you are very busy, you can also check the channel back, okay, so that you get a better light and a better understanding. You pick one or two things out of that very discussion. So I'm looking forward to see us in the next 5 to 10 minutes connected again. And if you can't connect at the moment, please do well to check it up again, okay? So someone out there may stand a chance to benefit from this particular video. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate us for having us up to this moment. I look forward to that moment when this particular channel becomes your most favorite clip. But for now, stay safe. Cheers.